So hello everyone, introduce myself. I'm Benjamin Techen from the Technology Center Vorpommern, Greifswald, Germany. Okay. As always, I am before the lunch break or the last presentation, so I make it short. Also, there was a short request if I could present this here. Now it's my first time at the DIFASS workshop, so nice to see you all. Yeah, I want to give you a short overview about our project, how we support creative industries in Greifswald. Maybe therefore first I have to give you a short impression that we in Germany, I think, just start to begin how important creative industries is for our whole economy. So it's like this quote here, planning replaces coincidence by error. Means something in the creative sector, you just have to try it, and if it's not working that good, you can fix it a little bit, yes? But you don't need this fixed business plan as you need for a technology company, for example. Something what we also have to learn. So as I said, first a short impression why it's so important for Germany. As you can see, the creative industry is a growing economically. It's one of the last branches who had a growth in the last years. Everything was a little bit getting down, but the creative sector was raising. In cross-sectoral comparison, it is between the energy sector and the financial sector. That means, you see it on the next slide, it's under the top 5 of the gross income of Germany. What is the big difference? And this is also the problem and the challenge. I'm not sure if it's in your countries the same as in ours. But 87% of the players are micro-enterprises, means 1 to 5 persons. When you have, for example, the automotive industries, there you have 78% of big players, of course. You have VW, Audi, Continental, Schaeffler Group, and all this. So as I said, creative industries with a gross value added from 6.1 billion euros. Unfortunately, it is from 2010. We don't have nearer dates. I hope we get them from last year. Should be announced during this year. But as you can see, it is one of the important factors of our gross value added income. Therefore, we see it is important to support this industry, because when you're a small micro enterprise, then it is very difficult for you to go to business, to grow, to work in bigger projects. Yeah. Then we have another challenge too. We're located in Mecklenburg-Western Pomerania. That means we are an area state. We have just 1.6 million inhabitants across the whole country, in comparison to metropolitan areas like Hamburg and Berlin. As you can see, 5 to 6 million inhabitants. So there is much more creative input, there is much more economic. In Mecklenburg-Western Pomerania, it's really let's call it the village style. Yeah? So Greifswald is, with 55,000 inhabitants, one of the bigger cities. So what does that mean for the people who are acting in our country? It is they really very soon hit the wall. Hit the wall means they have insufficient opportunities for networking. Yeah, it is very difficult for them to get in contact with other people who can help them. So they have no nationwide overview about the place in the market. Sometimes it's that they don't even have an overview about the place in the same town and the surroundings. And that is really interesting, because when you do something in private in small towns, like in a student town like Greifswald, yeah, you know after 3 days somebody you don't know, but who knows you about 5 corners, come to you and say, oh, aren't you the guy last time in the club? And you said, I don't know. But when you need somebody for business, they even have no idea from each other. We had it same, we worked in 2 projects. In one we had designers, graphics who worked for us, and in the other we had some guys from the IT. And both were complaining, our graphics needs, I need someone from the IT who could some Typo 3 and something, and the Typo guy was, this design thing, I don't know it. And then we said, okay, do you know this company? No, so maybe you should meet them. And then they meet for the first time, and then it was really like, oh, yeah, you're doing that what I want. Are you new on the market? No, I'm doing it since 5 years. And you? Yeah, me also since 6 years. And where are you located? Yeah, in Greifswald. Individual players, and we wanted a knowledge transfer to the people. I think it's the same at your places, that people who are working in creative industries, they are very good and that's what they are doing, but when you come to them, yeah, okay, you need something like a business plan, you can work much more efficient. You just have to be more economic. Then they're all looking like the devil in the church or something, because they don't like this business thing. We often have this experience. So we try to transfer this knowledge in small steps to them. We offer them a contact point, like our co-working space. You all know what it is, that they have a possibility to work there for projects. But we wanted a little bit more. So they also should meet there for networking. So we had events with them. We had just meetings with them, workshops, where they can also have their own workshops. Wanted to create a community. That was very important for us, that when we have workshops, it should be offered by the community for the community, so that there are guys located in Greifswald to tell the people from Greifswald and the surroundings something about what they are doing and how they are doing it. So this is the slogan we have. Gemeinsam kreativ arbeiten means something like working creative together. So under this slogan, we try to summarize all our activities for the creative industries at all. Just to give you some short impressions, as I said, the contact point, it's located directly in the town center. That was very important for Greifswald, that the people are in the area where some life is. Greifswald is, we have an old town with a lot of old university buildings, of about 12,000 students, so it's a big part of our inhabitants. And there, in the old town is the life, the things where I can do something, get your creative input or something. So working spaces, meeting spaces at all. Then I have some impressions what we did then, and what we think what was very important is the workshops we had with several people. You see the small rooms, but a lot of people were there. They really liked the idea we had, that they came all together. We presented it to the government. On the picture on the right, you see our major, the guy in front, also our economic minister of the federal state. Okay, of course, my managing director and me there behind, but that's not the important point. But this was also important, that the ministry sees, okay, they're doing something for the town. It is really, and it is working. So what's coming next? Our pilot is getting a bit bigger. So we wanted more networking, first in Western Pomerania, so that we can summarize the cities like Stralsund on the islands we have. I'm not sure how good you're all around our location at all, but when you look on the map, you will realize the towns I announced. Well, so in the second step, we want Mecklenburg, so that we have the whole federal state for us, so that we have some. I'm not sure, like if we want some other co-working spaces over there, or other contact points, or if we just have strategic partners over there. Of course, we are looking for new partners. Maybe it's also interesting for us for some international knowledge exchange. But to be honest, our guys are mostly like going international, going bigger. First, it's maybe their fifth step and not the first idea. And we wanted, and this is very important, evaluate nearly all creative players who are working in our surrounding. This is also very difficult. We have many actors who are working from their living room, since somewhere in the night or somewhere, so they don't have an office. They have maybe they have a web page or something, but it is very difficult to contact them. But it's also difficult for them to get in contact with other guys. This is what we want to change. This is the federal state. As you see, we're located in the northeast. And we now wanted to use the technology centers which we have over the country, to use them because they have the infrastructure, they have the knowledge in business studies and all this stuff, that we can use them and going from Greifswald to Rostock and then later on to Schwerin to cover the whole country at all. Yeah, I have to say this is our small project, as I said, very small. So any questions?